Is it time to buy or sell Meta stock? In this video, we will explore Meta in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Monday, the 21st of April, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest insights. You won't want to miss any important updates that could influence your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4, available at StockInvest.us. Utilize the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please keep in mind that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be interpreted as financial advice. Since the 10th of April, 2025, our system has classified Meta as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -4.58. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has incurred a loss of 11.28%. This equates to an average daily loss of 1.61% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is currently positioned at the lower end of a very wide and declining trend in the short term, which often presents a promising buying opportunity. If the lower trend floor at $472.14 is breached, it will primarily indicate a more significant rate of decline. The existing 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of 25.1% over the coming 3 months, with possible returns ranging from a decline of 27.04% to a decrease of 8.32%. Looking further ahead, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 31.06%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between 31.06% and 107.92% over the next year. In current terms, this would position the future price somewhere between $635.22 and $1,007.72. Our latest daily update for Meta includes the headline, "Red Day on Monday for Meta." The Meta stock price experienced a decline of 3.35% on the last trading day, which was Monday, the 21st of April, 2025, dropping from $501.48 to $484.66. This marks the 7th consecutive day of decline for the stock. Throughout the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 2.86%, with a low of $479.80 and a high of $493.50. In total, the price has fallen in 8 out of the last 10 days, resulting in a decrease of 3.98% over this period. Although the trading volume increased on the last day by 1 million shares, it occurred alongside falling prices, which may indicate an early warning signal, slightly increasing the risk over the coming days. Overall, 16 million shares were traded, totaling approximately $7.6 billion. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $740.89, while the lowest price recorded was $414.50. Currently, the stock price sits 34.58% or $256.23 below the 52-week high of $740.89, which also stands as the all-time high for the stock. Meta Platforms is navigating a challenging landscape as of April 21st, 2025. Several factors could affect the stock price in both the short and long term. Recently, anticipation of revenue deceleration due to decreased spending by Chinese advertisers has prompted analysts to downgrade Meta's rating to hold, suggesting a fair value of $568 per share. This anticipated slowdown could negatively impact the company's operating margins and free cash flow, leading to a further decline in stock performance in the immediate future. Additionally, the Magnificent Seven stocks, which include Meta, have experienced a significant sell-off, with hedge funds reducing exposure to these stocks to a 2-year low ahead of earnings. Concerns over increased scrutiny from antitrust regulators add to this volatility, as ongoing legal battles could result in structural changes within the company. Moreover, Meta's decision to block news content in Canada raises concerns regarding user engagement and potential revenue impacts, as misinformation fills the void left by legitimate news sources. Long-term, these legal challenges, along with competitive pressures and market dynamics, could hinder Meta's ability to recover and grow, possibly leading to sustained downward pressure on its stock price. investors will need to closely monitor these developments as they unfold. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 11th of February 2025, it was reported that Tigris Financial assigned Meta a strong buy rating accompanied by a hold action. On Thursday, the 30th of January 2025, it was reported that Scotiabank assigned Meta a sector perform rating along with a hold action. On the same day, BMO Capital assigned Meta a market perform rating with a hold action. Additionally, on that Thursday, Cowen & Company rated Meta as a buy with a hold action. Finally, on that same day, UBS also rated Meta as a buy with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Meta stock a general buy rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as a strong sell. Regarding return on investment, analysts have given the stock a strong buy rating. The following signals have been identified for Meta. Currently, there are few to no positive technical signals. The Meta stock is presenting sell signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, which contributes to a negative outlook for the stock. Additionally, a general sell signal arises from the relationship between these two indicators, where the long-term average sits above the short-term average. During upward corrections, resistance is expected at the levels of $518.76 and $578.34. A breakout above any of these thresholds would trigger buy signals. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Wednesday, April 9, 2025, and since then, the stock has declined by 17.26%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Moreover, a sell signal is currently indicated by the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Yesterday, volume increased alongside falling prices, which could serve as an early warning, suggesting the stock should be monitored more closely. Here are some additional signals that may pique your interest. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a sell signal. Pivots show a sell signal from 8 days ago. Bollinger Bands provided a buy signal 10 days ago. The short-term moving average indicates a sell signal from 6 days ago. The long-term moving average indicates a sell signal from 40 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages presented a buy signal 36 days ago. Observing the 12-month chart, we can see the short moving average indicated a buy signal 9 days ago. The long-term moving average showed a buy signal 20 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 19 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss from Meta. Currently, there is no support from accumulated volume below today's level. Under certain conditions, the stock may experience significant declines in the coming days. This stock exhibits considerable daily movement, indicating high volatility, and the large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band categorizes it as high risk. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $13.70 between its high and low, translating to a 2.86% change. In the past week, the average daily volatility has been 3.63%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Meta, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its earnings per share. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often observed in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is expected on April 30th, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $5.22. Keep an eye on these figures, as they can greatly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Meta. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Meta is at $504.73. If you do not own any shares, you might consider waiting for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a point to contemplate for swing trading. There is no significant support from accumulated volume below, which indicates that the stock could potentially decline sharply under certain circumstances. Proceed with caution and consider making trades only if you are an experienced trader who understands how to navigate such situations. The combined average rating for Meta from multiple analyst sources is buy. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 15th of April, 2025, Newstead Jennifer executed an insider sale of 921 shares of Class A common stock. On the 14th of April, 2025, Olivon Javier conducted an insider sale of 608 shares of Class A common stock. On the 8th of April, 2025, Newstead Jennifer executed another insider sale of 921 shares of Class A common stock. On the 7th of April, 2025, Olivon Javier conducted an insider sale of 406 shares of Class A common stock. On the same day, Olivon Javier executed another insider sale of 202 shares of Class A common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that insider power is positive with a ratio of 15.653. Overall, insiders purchased 202,871 shares and sold 151,072 shares in the last 100 trades. Our assessment of this stock is unfavorable, and there is currently no stop loss established. Is Meta stock a good investment? Meta exhibits several negative signals and is currently positioned within a broad and declining trend, leading us to believe it will likely continue to perform weakly in the upcoming days or weeks. Consequently, we maintain a negative assessment of this stock. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 22nd of April, we anticipate that Meta will open higher by $1.33, beginning at $485.99. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. It is important not to base your investment decisions solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day, with best regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.